This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. TNA begins a feud with the Dudleys, and it's going to lead to Trish's first big bump on TV. It's a power bomb through a table on the Backlash pay-per-view. Quote, she apparently has asked for Bubba to not protect her as obviously as he's done with the other women, so she'd take more of the bump, which he was a little reluctant to do, but agreed to do, as she wanted to get over as someone who can do her own stunts. So we're going to go from you're of LA and we're going to try to teach you the business and you're going to go train with Ron Etchinson. But oh, by the way, we're ready for you to get power bombed off the top rope.
Yeah, she was ready. She wanted to do it. That's what she wanted to do. Trish was looking to fast track as quickly as she could and prove to people that she's tough and she's not a girly girl.
What's the telltale sign for when you know someone's ready to get power bombed off the top rope?
Jesus Christ, Dixie Carter did it.
But how did you know Dixie's ready? You could just look at her.
I wasn't there, so I don't know. I don't think Dixie was ready, frankly.
She also takes a stink face from Rikishi during the summer. This is,
You're welcome.
You guys are putting her through the paces here.
Again, man, Trish was one of the boys. Trish fit in, I think, relatively quickly and was willing to do whatever it took to get the job done. She was a hard worker, man. She was like, didn't say no to anything. It was like, she looked at every opportunity. It's just that, an opportunity to grow and to do more. And she had a passion for the business, a love for the business that was contagious. It was, sometimes when you see someone that you hadn't seen in a long time and you go back, working with Trish, at least for me, was always a pleasure. Because she had the attitude of, okay, great. Yeah, let's do that. And, or you had to pull her back more than anything because she would always want to do, what if we did this? What if we did that? So I appreciate that.
Talk to me a little bit about why you put her with Val Venis. A few months later, it feels like, you're doing this because he's feuding with Eddie Guerrero and Eddie has China and you just need to sort of level that up or even that up, even the sides up.
Yeah, the story fit that at the time. And we were also, again, I think from Trish's point of view, Trish wanted to be a worker. And Trish wanted to wrestle, and Trish wanted to be in the ring, not just a valet. So she was looking for any and every opportunity that she could to prove that she was worthy of that.
Talk to me about her in-ring debut. It's a SmackDown taping in Memphis. It's Test, Albert, and Trish against the Hardys and Lita. I mean, a 6-man is probably the right way to introduce anyone who's new to the ring, right?
Hey, it's a lot easier, yeah, when you're out there with a bunch of people that you trust and you have guys that know what the hell they're doing, then yeah. If you're green and it's your first time, be out there with as many experienced people as you possibly can.
We're going to go ahead and have Lita and Trish do a singles street fight match on Raw. It's going to end in 1 minute and 22 seconds when Lita hits her with the moonsault. And then she's going to take Trish's shirt off and Steven Richards, as part of the RTC, is going to come out to cover her up. You probably want to keep her first match on TV short. And if you can add some gaga, like a street fight, maybe it makes it a little easier.
Well, again, you're not sure what you have.
Yeah.
And now you don't have all the dressing around it. So you want to protect the talent as much as you possibly can. And it wasn't beautiful, but it wasn't horrible either.
Of course, the ratings are going banana every time we have Lita and Trish on TV. So they get the main event of Raw. Rock's going to team with Lita to face Triple H and Trish, with Trish being pinned by Lita after the moonsault. And afterwards, Rock lays out Triple H, who lands in a 69 position with Trish. This is a interesting way to go off the air, huh? Or close this scene.
Yeah, without a doubt.
The next
Biggest
TV
stars in the company.
I feel strongly that saving money is important. You know, if it's not something we worry about now, boy, we are really going to worry about it later. And I want to help you get out of debt faster and do it with cheaper monthly payments. I'm talking to you if you're in a 30-year loan. Now is the time to take years off of your loan. We're routinely helping our listeners cut 5, 10, even 15 years off their loan. And you can do this without perfect credit, with no money out of pocket. You've just got to start at savewithconrad.com. Eventually, we see Trish and Val team up to take on Eddie and Chyna at SummerSlam. The winner of the match is going to become the Intercontinental Champion. Chyna actually pins Trish to win the belt, even though Val is the champion. Some pretty smart creative here is you don't beat Val, Eddie doesn't win it, and Chyna becomes the Intercontinental Champ. Everybody wins, right?
Yeah, and it was unique because I don't think anybody saw. Well, I think people might have seen Chyna winning, but I don't think anybody saw it happening that way. You know what I mean? I think they thought, "Oh, goddamn, they're gonna have her pin Val Venis for the championship or what have you, or some other kind of gaga." And it was a clever way to get the championship on Chyna and move forward.
And we should mention the result of this match is Val's going to dump Trish because, you know, he feels like she cost him his Intercontinental title, but probably not the best decision he made in kayfabe. Let's keep it going here. Trish is going to hang around with TNA for the rest of the year, but she's probably outgrown the tag team by this point. Wouldn't you agree?
I think she was the team at that point.
Yeah. So I'm ready for what's next, and it's going to be teaming with Lita against Stacy Keibler and Tori Wilson from WCW at Invasion in a double bra and panties match. Times were different, boys and girls.
They sure were, man. Good Lord.
She hurts her ankle, which puts her on the shelf until the fall when she returns at Survivor Series for the 6-pack Women's Challenge to win her first WWE Women's title. This is the reintroduction of the title after Chyna leaves, and what a way to reintroduce her into the fold. She comes back and wins the strap, man. That's awesome.
It was. And you know, there was a groundswell. Trish had a hell of a following, and the audience really liked her. So it was a way to bring her back. It was unfortunate, her injury, but it was a way to bring her back and bring her right back in on top.
We should also mention that she's going to start a feud with Jazz over the title and drop the belt to her before WrestleMania in her hometown of Toronto. She's going to take on Jazz and Lita in a 3-way, but she doesn't win the title. And I think a lot of people probably assumed she was going to win it back because you're in Toronto. But
why?
Well, I think people are looking for, hey, here's a baby face and she's over and we're in her hometown. I think a lot of fans bought tickets. Not a lot of fans. There were fans who bought tickets thinking, hey, Trisha's going to win back. She's our little hometown hero or whatever.
Those people in Toronto. What about the people worldwide, globally? What about the guy in Knoxville, Tennessee? What about the little girl in Germany? It's a global. It's a global brand that plays all over the world, and you know, wherever we are emanating from, sometimes plays a big part. But I just don't think that. Okay, well, we're in someone's hometown. Well, by God, they've got to win.
I agree. In hindsight, you should have had Sid beat Shawn at Rumble 97. I mean, why run a dome show in Texas and San Antonio for Shawn for him to win the belt back? Fuck that.
Because that's why it was done. It's a completely different story, Conrad. We didn't run Toronto because Trish was going to be in a fucking triple threat.
I like when you get fired up. So what you do is
get fired up. God damn it!
You have her win the hardcore title by pinning Crash Holly.
I apologize to those of you that I may have offended with that. I hate that. Let's make our language better on this show.
I'm fucking for it, really.
Okay, me too.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.